Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this design reveal event of our new car for the 2021-22 season. Today, I, Mihir Nair from Axle Racers, will take you through this grandest of all events in our FS calendars. So stay glued to your screens and watch the magic unfold. It is a privilege to have you here with us to show something for which we have worked our hearts out throughout the past 1 year. Never before have we developed something so advanced as a new electric vehicle for the upcoming events. Yes, you heard that right. An electric vehicle. Stepping up a level from the foundations laid down by our predecessors. This year has been a different one. You know it as much as I do. We believe that now is the time for change. And what better way to challenge ourselves than by switching from a CV to an EV? But why are we here today? They say that the best things come to those who wait. Well, we've waited long enough, and I'm sure you have too. So, without any further ado, let me introduce you to the leader of the pack, the Chief Executive Officer of Axle Racers, Shubmani Misra, who has made his way up from being in the chassis and brakes department to steering his team to its most successful year to date. I'll now hand over the podium to him.
Thank you very much, Mihir. Good evening, everyone. I am Shubmani Mishra, the Chief Executive Officer of Axle Racers for this season. We thank everyone for attending this event. Hope you all are as excited as I am. I feel fortunate enough to have this opportunity to showcase the future of Axle Racers. I just want to take a moment to celebrate all the success that combustion cars have brought the team over the years, as well as thank all the past team members and sponsors that have helped us build this legacy. We have prepared a short video to commemorate this chapter in the team's history. So let's roll back the years to give you a true sense of what lies ahead. With our successful endeavors in the combustion category from the team's inception in 2011 to a successful Formula Bharat in 2021, the tagline for 2022 highlights the culmination of many years' work across multiple generations of Axle Racers members and supported by our values of performance, camaraderie, professionalism, and learning. With our current combustion platform performing at an extremely high standard, the team was ready to take the leap into the next level of Formula Student competition. So, despite the competitions being cancelled in 2020, we took last year as an opportunity to reset and prepare for the future of Formula Student. This involved a restructuring of the team, which aimed to encourage our development of integrated electric vehicle technology and foster an integrated approach to our design process. In March 2020, team faced unique challenges and were unable to access our workshop or meet up in person. We were presented with an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of the digital resources we had at our disposal, such as making better use of our CAD programs like SolidWorks and CATIA, rendering tools like Blender, and simulation programs like ANSYS. We extensively worked on the vehicle concept and design of our first electric race car throughout the summer of 2020. With the majority of 2020 available to us for design time, we had a unique opportunity to set our sights on major concept changes that would otherwise have taken several design cycles to achieve. We effectively used the opportunities presented to accomplish a much more ambitious and high performing concept, which is now ACC 22E. With the opportunity to return to workshop in 2020 end, we continued with the procurement phase of our first electric race car. With easing of COVID-19 restrictions, we were allowed to resume our in-person activities, and having spent so many hours developing our new electric race car, we began with the manufacturing phase in 2021. Every year, the team conducts a concept workshop where we have the chance to adjust and alter the way the team is run and what we are aiming to do for the upcoming year. This has been the root of our planning as the reason why we have been able to expect and operate at a higher standard year on year. Holding up no further, we would like to present you all our first electric race car, ACC 22E. In 2022, our goal is to achieve what we dreamt of and deliver our team's first electric race car, capable of competing among the best and breach the gap to the top performing Formula student teams across the world. This goal would not be possible without the generous and unwavering support of our sponsors. I would now like to pass over to Siddharth to talk a little bit more about our new car. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubhmani. Greetings, everyone. I am Siddharth Yadav, the Chief Technical Officer for the season, and will walk you through the concept of our vehicle, ACC 22E. The amazing journey of design, manufacturing, and testing began from the year 2020. Looking at the bright future in the development of electric vehicles, we decided to shift our focus and started the R&D phase for our first ever electric powertrain. Being introduced to a completely new EV category, it was of utmost importance to have a solid research backed by sufficient testing for the team to succeed. To achieve this mammoth task, a new car, the ACC 22E, was made with the goals of reliability, drivability, efficient manufacturability, and simplicity. All in all, we had to put in a lot of effort to design a car with a dry weight of 240 kg, having a front rack width of 1170 mm and a wheelbase of 1545 mm. Through optimized packaging, we achieved a weight distribution ratio of 45:55. With extensive research and simulation, we decided to use the Mott Energy ME1616 PSMS brushless motor and the Samsung Q30 cells for the accumulator, that is, the battery pack. The electric powertrain is designed for the maximum power output of 35 kW. The space frame tubular chassis underwent drastic changes as compared to the previous cars due to the newly introduced powertrain. To have the flexibility in our timeline, the entire chassis is manufactured in-house. To ensure accuracy in manufacturing, various jigs and fixtures were designed to maintain the position of nodes and suspension hardpoints. A double wishbone setup with pull rod suspension has been implemented in the front with the custom wheel assembly, whereas in the rear, the D-Dan axle serves excellent kinematic behavior in both lateral and longitudinal acceleration scenarios, which also significantly simplifies the chassis. With an intent to design a reliable and efficient driveline that would help us utilize maximum power for optimum performance, we have a two-element spool lock differential given its ease of machining with an added benefit of lower weight. The design of brakes is accomplished by a three rotor system where we have dual rotors at the front and a single rotor mounted on the spool at the rear. The braking system utilizes Brembo P14 dual master cylinder to complete its duties. For the front, we have the ISR calipers, and for the rear, we have the Brembo P32. To make the car even further lighter and provide it with a more aesthetic look, we have manufactured a seat that comprises of aluminium honeycomb sandwich between cross-ply woven CF on each side to ensure a perfect blend of structural integrity and an error-free process. The steering wheel is manufactured from the CF craft paper honeycomb sandwich, which ensures sufficient freedom in designing to help drivers with their desired comfort. After an intensive design and manufacturing phase, we are now in the testing phase of the season to achieve our foremost goal, that is reliability. Testing is the only way out and out. Implementation of DAQ helps us to plan, observe, and analyze how tuning improves the drivability and extract the maximum performance from the systems during the testing sessions. With this, we have came to end to the overall vehicle concept. Next, we move on to the electric powertrain presented by Prathamesh Jawaharkar. Prathamesh has been in the team for past 3 years and has assisted the team in laying the building blocks for the first electric car. He will take the charge as the e-powertrain lead and ESO for the season 2022. So, passing it to you, Prathamesh.
I will be filling you all in on the e-powertrain department. The goal for the current season has been maintaining a safe and simple system to work with. We prioritize simplicity to navigate through the challenges of an e-powertrain system, especially because we are a team that just recently transitioned from combustion to electric. The systems were designed in a way that would reduce or ease the troubleshooting. To achieve the goals, we supported the e-powertrain system with plenty of safety circuits like the shutdown circuit, which is a 12-volt line that powers the accumulator isolation relays, apart from the general circuits used in a combustion vehicle like the BOTS, the master switch, etc. The shutdown circuit is equipped with power stages that help open the shutdown circuit based on status signals from major components like the insulation monitoring device and the accumulator management system. Cooling system also plays a pivotal role in the health of accumulator and the motor. So a lot of emphasis was given to ensure that proper amount of cooling was given to the e-powertrain system. 22E implements an air-cooled system for the battery and a liquid-cooled system for the motor. The accumulator cooling system consists of NACA ducts for the inlet and exhaust fans for the outlet. The motor uses a simple external cooling pump and a KTM 390 heat exchanger. Our e-powertrain system is a low voltage and high current system, and for this we managed to pair a decent motor and a controller. We use a Mott Energy ME1616 inboard permanent magnet synchronous motor equipped with a CAN-enabled Kelly controller's controller. The combination delivers a power of up to 35 kilowatts to the ground. The power unit with a single stage gearbox is capable of delivering torque of up to 400 Newton meters. To achieve this, an accumulator with a maximum voltage of 117.6 volt is used. The accumulator houses 616 cells, Samsung 30Q 18650 cells connected in 22P28S configuration. The accumulator is further broken down into 5 segments of 22P6S and peak voltage of 25.2 volts and peak energy of 5.98 megajoules, and 22P4S with a peak voltage of 16.8 volts and peak energy of 3.99 megajoules. The segment structures are made of UL94V0 rated FR4 sheets, which are fire retardant. The FR4 structures also package thermistors and 2 kinds of bus bars, 0.3 mm nickel and 6 mm copper. The nickel bus bars were laser welded onto the cells, while copper bus bars were bolted to the FR4 plate and pressed down to the nickel bus bars. The maintenance plugs were bolted onto the copper bus bars that have internal threads. The accumulator is equipped with Orion BMS2, which helps monitor the cell voltage, temperature, current, state of charge, etc. It also manages charging of the accumulator along with an Alcon UHF 3.3 kW high voltage charger. To house all of the cells and safety circuits, a container capable of handling 40 Gs in the longitudinal and lateral axis and 20 Gs in the vertical axis was manufactured using mild steel. The container also allows for the assembly of 3D printed cooling ducts at the front for the inlet and exhaust fans at the rear for the outlet. The assembled container is a two-piece part. The base of the container is made of laser-cut mild steel sheets welded together to form the walls and the bottom floor of the container. The lid of the container was made of laser-cut mild steel bent to accommodate the accumulator isolation relays and accumulator management system, along with other safety circuits like insulation monitoring device, etc., which are mounted above the FR4 cell structures or FR4 plates. Currently, we have successfully developed an e-powertrain system and we plan to perform extensive testing to tweak the performance. Thank you. I now call upon Shubham, who is the Dynamics lead, to touch upon the department conceptualization.
Thank you, Prathamesh. Good evening, everyone. I am Shubham Kale, the Dynamics lead for this season. As the title suggests, I will be taking you all to the dynamics of ACC 22E, specifically the chassis, the drivetrain, the vehicle dynamics, and the brakes department. Let us begin with the chassis department. A tubular space frame chassis has been designed keeping in mind optimal packaging, stiffness, and manufacturability. Cockpit was designed for comfortable ergonomics and field of vision. During the design process, the chassis was analyzed in multiple ways to increase stiffness by minimizing stress concentrations and suspension point deformations. An in-house manufacturing methodology, along with customized fixtures involving TIG welding process, was selected to obtain flexibility in timeline and maximum control on the accuracy achieved. Moving to drivetrain, power transmission to the rear axle is achieved using a chain-driven two-element spool differential. Its low weight and cost, with the added benefit of the dynamic advantage that it offers in acceleration runs, makes it perfect for the team. Also, with the aim of designing a reliable and efficient driveline, we have implemented a single-speed gearbox that helps in smooth operation and instant torque when coupled with a motor. This gives us compact rear packaging. Gear ratio selection was an iterative process, and with the help of optimal lap simulations and DAQ data, a final drive ratio of 2.5 was finalized. These gear ratios provided a good balance between top speed and acceleration, along with its flexibility to vary the final drive ratio. OEM driveshafts were selected as they were reliable and fit well within our cell system. Next up, vehicle dynamics. On the front axle, we have decided to implement an independent double wishbone setup with outboard planar push-rod damping owing to its ease of tunability. As for the rear setup, a semi-dependent DD and beam axle with a planar push-rod actuation has been chosen, considering the excellent dynamic performance we have extracted from it over the years. This design also complements the chassis through reduced hard points, resulting in easier, faster manufacturing and in turn a shorter manufacturing phase which provides us with increased time for testing and tuning the car. Also in the rear, the wheel assembly has a spindle tripod integrated system. This design decision was made in order to shed an unsprung mass of 2 kg, which when compared to the previous OEM part assembly weighed 4.4 kg. It also provides flexibility in changing camber at the rear by adding washers between dead spindle and hub. For our first electric vehicle, we plan on testing and tuning the car for a combined 500 kilometers, thus ensuring reliability. This will give us ample time to tune the car and for a driver to get used to the new powertrain system, thus extracting the best lap times possible. And last but not the least, the brake system. For the brake system, we are using a dual master cylinder setup, giving brake biasing of 70% at the front and 30% at the rear, which can be achieved for different conditions in brake test scenario. Also, we have a single rotor for the rear brakes weighing around 1500 grams, which results in reduced part count. As a consequence of the natural increase in the weight of the car due to the transition from combustion to electric, we have conducted an extensive market research in order to identify high quality braking system components. Finally, we arrived at a choice of ISR double piston double acting calipers at the front and a Benelli single piston double acting caliper at the rear, paired with Brembo Master cylinders. With this, we have come to the end of the dynamics and design reveal of ACC 22E. Handing it back to you, Mihir.
With that, it's a wrap on this year's design reveal event. We can't wait to bring this beauty to life and get it on track. We hope you all like this session too. This was our first time trying to conduct the design reveal event virtually, and we would like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who came to this platform to witness it. We believe in keeping the FS spirit up, and you can always contact us through mail on acceleracers@mitwpo.edu.in. Also, feel free to reach out to us on our social media handles by following us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook, where we are more active. Thank you and have a great evening.